Alright, well, looks like I might be back. If you guys can see me. So I need lots of stuff. Yes. Well, this is actually a problem with Windows itself. Apparently, because I cannot upgrade to 11, they're attempting to kill my computer. Yeah, my computer has everything that it wants except the random whatever chip. And my system is not compatible to that chip. Oh, congratulations on your pair of very good doggos. Yeah, so for some reason, it keeps trying to delete the drivers for my network card. So I need more limestone. Okay. Well, that is a difficult question because my location, it would be definitely there would be cattle masters everywhere out here, and mining mechs would be very common. But as for me personally, well, I have to stay true to my friend. There are two mechs that I just cannot seem to get away from piloting in everything. That being the Battlemaster or the Warhawk. The Battlemaster being the first mech I ever piloted and one of my favorites of all time. And the Warhawk not only being one of my favorites, but being the name of the sports teams for my college that they renamed things after I left. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, Grumos, but
Nice to meet ya. Catch you later. I wish they would say, like, quarry from this area, you know? I think I remember which area it is. Morning, Night Owl. Yeah. Jump jets would be nice in my area. The one thing you might want to look at for Shadowhawks is they don't actually jump that well. Shadowhawks are one of the few mechs that have a limited jump instead of the full jump. They only go 583 in many configs.
if you want something that's going to give you good mobility and good weapon range at any bracket, I would actually say, well, one of my favorites usually is the Dervish. 5.85, 2 LRM-10s, 2 SRM-2s, 2 medium lasers. It's got weapons in every range bracket. It's got the ability to handle various things, and it handles heat well. But it's a mech that hasn't been highlighted in the games, and so isn't really thought about much. And the Royal Dervish, I forget what all it's got, but it's actually even better. That's true. So it depends on how much your resupply is. Greetings, Blue. Now, as many of you probably have heard through various sources,
Hello! Dan B and I inventoried all the
Howdy.
shrubbery plants we have, and it turns out we have a bunch! Here, you can have these plants and seeds for Operation. We'll provide you more as they mature. Now I have to get back to the flower cave. See ya!
I already have enough, thank you. Oh no. Our spy's death was lost, including a woman in her 20s. No! We don't know who that was.
Did you see the news? I'm worried.
Yes. Yes, I saw the news.
Look, it says a female agent lost her life. Yeah, of course you're right. Trudy sent out an inquiry by telegram to our representative Gregorjet when she read the news, but the military folks just gave her a no comment.
No comment. Yep, she's dead.
No comment? I find that less than comforting, but it is somewhat typical among the army types. I guess we can't do anything but hope right now. No point trying to make wild assumptions. I know you two went through a lot together, so I thought I'd let you know. I'll keep trying to get in contact with someone.
Let me give my animals the day off. It is Saturday. Let's start planning stuff.
Howdy. Thank you.
Hey there.
Oh, how kind of you. Thank you. You have given pants to the pantsless. But notice, some of these trees are like a decade or more old, and they kind of supposedly grew up overnight. Yeah, I spent a bit more than I should have on Noel wagering and didn't do too well at it. See if I can outrun Danby. Hey, I ran her down! Yay!
Thank you.
Now she can give me money. I am horrible at the social stuff, yes, I know. I've been in there a few times, but yeah, I'm just not one of the really favorites. You know, I do not have the power of the Ubu. There were some seriously awesome matches, though, this last week, and thank you kindly.
I wonder what he does with all this canvas. Because if you'll notice, he buys a lot of canvas. Yeah, the Desirs kind of made the Cargonians, yeah.
Howdy. Thank you.
But like that tree there, that tree's more than a few weeks old.
Do not cut down trees.
Yeah, I don't have my ankle. I wish I did. Greetings! I don't either. But he was one of the 3 most popular in the polling.
Being alive is a very good thing. Yeah. But if you think about it, one of the largest citrus growing areas in the U.S. is Phoenix. It doesn't get much drier than Phoenix. There are some Stardew elements, yes. It is that type of genre. What's going on at the moisture farm? It's closed now. Hello, miscreant. I have a 4-pod miscreant present now. Well, this one has more chill at some times and less chill at others. Because Stardew's got the mines, but they're not near as dangerous as...
Whoa, this is crazy tasty. Hey, waiter, come over here.
Uh-oh.
How can I help?
Last time I came, there was sand in the omelet, sand in my sandwich, heck, even sand in my Yakmel milk. Did you get a new chef? Things around here are tasting good.
Yeah, well, the application of Sandrock sand in meals is an ongoing and contentious debate. But don't you worry one way or the other. Just enjoy your meal. Hey, long time no see.
I thought she was dead.
So, what'll you have? The usual? Sorry, must have got you mixed up with someone else. Now, if you don't mind. Hey, come on. Okay, maybe I could have stopped by your place a little earlier.
Indeed. Yeah, something like that, Grimos.
Dead? Well, I am, in a certain sense. Perhaps some details may be required. Let's go. The operation I was a part of was successful. We managed to stop the Duvos' infiltration in the Northern Eufaula development plan. But it wasn't quite as straightforward as we anticipated. The enemy agents really fought back. Don't worry though. Everyone they say died in the incident. Actually, we were given the opportunity to retire. They need to eliminate our false identities. Thus, I ended up taking the opportunity to do so. To retire, that is. I think I'm gonna stay here from now on. So, I can see you have questions.
I have no questions. I understand how this works. I've lived there.
I prefer to call it a career change, but basically, yeah, it was about time. Things have changed. I'll always treasure my time at the agency, but I needed to do what would make me happy. And Sandrock makes me happy. Actually, I've always wanted this, in one way or another. I spent my working life protecting this kind of peaceful life. About time I get to enjoy it, right? Air is still warm and dry as ever. It's good to be back. But really, I came back for the people. Everyone here is special to me. Yes, this is the real me. Or technically, the real me never returned from a classified mission in the North. So to be more specific, this is the real me and the new me. They got me set up with a new ID, new name, new CV. I think they put me down as having studied in Highwind. So maybe you can fill me in on what that might have been like when you get time? And well, I suppose I owe you a bit of explaining, huh? I mean, yeah, after everything we went through, you still don't even know my real name. I'll tell you everything. I promise. No plans. At least, not for a while. I've had enough plans for a lifetime in the service.
Well, you see, streaming on here, you gotta be a member of the VPL in full. You know, some of these folks on here, you're Aux members.
Honestly,
You can stream on
here,
the Aux,
I
though.
felt more at home than I've felt anywhere else. And now that we're conspiracy-free, I can hardly think of any place I'd rather be. I can get 8 hours of sleep every night, spend time with you and the gang, go poking around the ruins whenever I want. Think Justice will still have a problem with the fry cook running the breach solo? And I guess it always really bugged me how I could never get any of these darn recipes right. I think a part of me needed to come back here just to prove it to myself I can do this. Is that petty? Anyway, it's on my to-do list. I've already made a ton of progress. In fact, not one complaint. No major ones, I should say. By the way, full disclosure, the agency would read all the letters sent to agents. It's not really important, but I thought it best you knew. Yeah, don't worry. It's not like we sent anything weird. I heard you wrote me something, but I didn't get it. I'd already been dispatched, so they couldn't get it out to me. What was it? You done? You write pretty well, you know? That's my answer. What's wrong? Not gonna hug your girlfriend? Actually, my fingers were itching to write the same. I wanted to tell you how I felt, but because of the mission, I just couldn't. I'd put us both in danger. I couldn't do that to you. But you've always stayed by me. And now, without the shackles of my thank you for waiting. I love you.
This makes the game so much more awkward. This is why I'm bad at the social aspect of this game. This is why I have two generators. Although I'm not sure if I've got anything going right now. Just fertilizer. Which means I really need to be recycling some stuff. But recycling is a great way of filling up your inventory because you get multiple items out of each one usually.
People who get pickpocketed a lot. Well, the only way I know of to get through the rigors of it is to first join the Ox. Second, participate. After that, well, I can't tell you.
I was just thinking of coming to see you. The sandworm terrarium you made me is so amazing. The cultivated worms have managed to increase the soil quality so fast. I even buried them alongside the crops, causing a yield increase. Even some really picky plants thrived. I think the worms could be a key element in normalizing the environment around here once the trees are in place. I mean, we can't always go around watering the place with algae juice. It needs to be self-sustainable. Along with the worms, Zeke thinks that we should be introducing more plant species into the desert. So that's what we've been working on. If everything goes smoothly, we'll be able to increase the plant variety around Sandrock tenfold. It's so exciting. Oh, I almost forgot. Here are some crops I managed to grow using the soil from the terrarium.
You know, I know that, well, getting into the Legion is not easy for an intentional reason. A, because there's very few of us. And B, because, well, hell, I am, well, many of you know who I am, what I am. It took me a couple of years.
And this is the game center I told you about. It was just 4 walls and a roof over a couple of dingy machines when I took over, and no one bothered to visit. But I believed in its potential, and with the support of wonderful people like Builder, we turned it around.
Yes, like Builder. Builder, Builder, Builder. Builder, who's going to build a harem in this game? Even though you're not allowed to do that because it's socially inappropriate.
So, after a few rounds of upgrades, lots of loan meetings, and some extra touches, ta-da! It's a local favorite again, and all the kids love it here. Don't tell your teacher, though. We don't want any complaints. Over here, honey! All right, let's head in. Get ready for a day of mad fun. Let's see. Which game machine should we try first? How about Space Pilferers? You pick a partner first, and...
Excuse me, are you Katori? The Katori of Katori World?
Oh, hey there. Yes, that's me.
We just came from Katori World. My little girl loved it. Tried every single ride. Twice. She kept asking me who Katori is and said that she must be a genius and a millionaire. Now she wants to open her own park someday. Sweetie, say
You
hello
walked
to Miss
into
Katori.
the craziness of wandering with Werlin. You never know what it's gonna be like because, well, I never would know what it's gonna be like from day to day.
Wow, are you really her? Can I take a photo with you?
Of course. I'm Aloe, Builder. Could you two wait here for a moment? It won't take long.
Okay. Keep that pose. One more. Looking good. Smile wider. Thank you very much. These will do.
Thank you. Bye, Katori.
Phew, that took longer than expected. Ah, space pilfer.
Hey, excuse me. Couldn't help but catch your conversation.
Well, you should fit both into your schedule, mister. I wouldn't miss space pilferers in the...
Now, I'm going to put this plug in just because I'm going to put this plug in. Whatever you feel about them or not, you know, I'm not going to put too much editorial in this, but Catalyst has the new Voltron game Kickstarter going on right now, and they've got a 25% off sale on the store. So if you're looking for mechs or stuff like that, this may be a good time to pick stuff up. I know it's the holidays, so yeah, drop hints to your loved ones.
That's okay. I was busy back in Atara too. Not that I like it. Ma said in the letter that she has time for me now, so I could finally move here.
Oh, honey, I'm really sorry. It's not that I put work over you. Sometimes I get carried away, but that's not a good habit. You keep an eye on me and let me know when I mix work and play again, okay? Us grown-ups are slow at learning new tricks, but I promise I'll do my best.
It's okay, Ma. I don't mind you're busy. I know work is important to you, but you're always tired. I wish you had more time for yourself.
Come here, honey.
Ma.
Listen, honey, you never make me tired. You know that? So, do you know which game you want to play first?
I'm not sure. The food here...
You don't like it?
I do, but sometimes my tummy doesn't like the food here. I don't know why. Maybe it's not even the food.
Honey, I wish you had told me.
It wasn't too bad. I tried to remember what I ate to figure it out, but there are so many dishes to try, and I have to eat each one at least twice to be sure.
It's probably just your body getting used to the new place. I'm sure Dr. Fane can help. Next time, let me know if you're not feeling well, okay?
Okay, promise.
Good. Is there anything else on your mind? How about school?
The school is... well, Jasmine is really smart, but she uses big words I don't understand. Andy, he made this funny cushion that sounded like a fart. Everyone thought it was me! And Pebbles. Pebbles likes to draw my name on the wall.
Hey, you're doing better than you think. You've got their names and quirks down. That's the first and most important step in...
Really?
Yup. You just have to put yourself out there and let them get to know you better.
Okay, now I'm going to address this question because, well, starting out painting, I have come up with a quick couple of step program on how to really easily paint table ready miniatures. I showed this off when I did the event a couple weeks ago at Mad Hatter, and the folks I worked with picked it up real fast, and it was real easy. The nice thing about this is you can do a whole bunch, battalion or more, real easily for under $15. And, you know, Blue's kind of picked up. First, you need a primer and a base coat. What I use is the it's a spray paint base coat and a spray paint primer. I'm trying to remember if it's Rust-Oleum or Krylon. It's one of the two, but it's the one that makes the camo. Because the camo spray paint, for some reason, if you just spray it on lightly but haphazardly, it comes out looking like you've done speed paints. It settles in cracks and all darker and comes out looking a lot like speed paint. I won't say exactly, but a lot like it. So you base coat it in white or black or whatever. They've got 6 different colors, I think, in the primer now. Then there's 6 or 8 different kinds of colors of the camo. You know, bam, base coat it, let it dry a little while, bam, prime it, base coat it, one at a time, let dry between. You get the picture. After that, very specifically plan out a couple of colors from Army Painter. The olive drab from the camo is what I actually use on about half of the stuff I've painted recently, and works great. Jiggles it. Well, I've posted some pics that Paris showed and others, but oh yeah, I always clean my miniatures beforehand. Dish soap works, but I find it leaves a residue sometimes. I like to use a light rubbing alcohol. Greetings! I do a lot of 3D printing. I still prime it because it comes out with a better coat. The paint adheres better.
Okay, I'll do that.
That's good to hear. Let's visit the clinic first, and then take some rest at home, okay? We can't keep touring today, but I promise we'll go out again soon.
Okay, we can relax at home together today. That's nice too.
But then, after you've got the base coat on, have chosen a couple of colors, and Para shoots me for this, but Para also now says I get pretty good response. Get a couple of the Walmart Apple Barrel, Walmart metallics, whatever. They run between 52 cents and $1 a piece. Use 2 or 3 of them, give it a little highlights, give it a little bit of color on the cockpit, weapons, whatever. Bam, it's table ready. If you want something that you don't have a primer color for, or a base coat for, say like somebody who, you know, heavy guards or something where it's a blue, there isn't a good color blue. Go ahead and hit up with the white and then a camo color of light color. What I do then is take some of the metallic and mix it about
60-40 with water, or 75-25. More paint than water. Mix up, make a wash, and go over it a couple of times. It's going to come out looking like a really nice base coat. And it's a whole lot easier. Admittedly, I have an airbrush. I haven't used it.
I love that. Thank you for being here with
I
us
try
today.
to airbrush
I'm
stuff
sorry
like
our
that
plans
outside,
had to change.
and I don't have any electric plugs outside at my house. My house is old.
Actually, there's something I need. I've been thinking maybe some small gifts can help Aloe get along. Do you think you could teach Aloe? What do you think about making models? It's Aloe.
I'd love to learn to make a train model. Andy loved my
That's great. Who knows? How about you go get him once you have everything you need for the model? You can show him how you make it in your workshop. No rush.
Yep. Now, don't be afraid of using whatever works for you. Blue painter's tape is a great option.
Thank you.
The other nice thing is, for this technique, you can actually just stick it in water, scrub it off, and the base coat stays on, but all the highlights and everything you've added just scrub right off. But it's not going to come off on your hands. For starter miniatures, send me a DM. Simple green works, but to be honest, the easiest thing is Dollar Tree Amazing Orange or whatever it is. That works better than Simple Green and is cheaper per bottle. Yes, it is. It's perfectly skin friendly. But it's, $1.25 per gallon almost to buy at Dollar Tree. And as you'll probably notice from many of my hints and tips, I try not to go ludicrous on how much I spend. It's like Amazing Orange or something. It's... well, there may be something happening on some of that. Yeah. I'm not going to go over what's happening in the back end. It's not so much an eventually as a, there are other things that we have to make sure we're within what we're allowed to do. And I'm not going to get less opaque than that. I will say this, Blue, it is... I know what you're saying about them being quote-unquote old miniatures, but as somebody who was married by the time most of those came out, it makes me kind of feel old. The other thing that's really easy to use for learning to paint and practicing painting let me see here. Oh, not here. Dang it. And you're gonna laugh at this. Get a bag of little green army men and paint them. By the time you've gone through that bag, you've painted 100 plus. But it's something nobody thinks of trying. Yeah, my thought is with the little green army men and tanks, etc., you get from that, you've got, well, especially if you're painting like D&D models, etc., you've got lots of flesh tone options, you've got lots of everything. If you're wanting just mechs, hey, there's lots of little tanks and all you can get for a quarter out there.
Hi.
I need to go get more limestone. But to be honest, from what I understand, most people do. And to be honest, you know, Catalyst gets this right.
Is that everything we need to make a train model? Thank you so much for getting them ready. Can we go to your workshop now? I'm all set. Here we are. Thanks for having me. Whoa, an assembly station! That's so cool! Is that where you built the PE777? Can you teach me how to do that? Uh-huh, so that's why we need this piece. Where do I place this part? Am I doing this right, Master Builder? Or should I call you Builder Master?
Oh.
It's coming together. It's done! Just like you're the coolest person ever. Well, maybe not as cool as my mom, but you're a close second, and, are you... Can I ask you a serious question? love my ma, right? Like, lover, love? Forever and ever lover?
See,
Then
I'm
why
not
haven't
sure
you
I'd go
asked her
this
to
far with
marry you
this.
yet? Oh, I guess that when you decide you're ready.
See, that's a little farther than I would have gone with that, but whatever. Yeah. The game chooses what the game chooses. No, he knows his father. He's been spending time with his father. And his name is not Luke, and I'm not Vader. But of the ladies in my life, well, Cookie paints watercolors. She's tried Max, but she's not really good at things that small. And my daughter paints all kinds of stuff. I'm going to brag on my son, though, because, well, I get to. Magical Ducky has finished his first semester, which means he's 1/4 of the way to his journeyman as an electrician. Well, he wants to go into home automation and automation in general. Which is a field that very few, if anybody, in my area is looking at all. But has a lot of demand for. Yeah, here. It's getting late. Yes, I know. I should get to bed. I'm headed there.
Yeah, that's kind of a sore subject to me right now. Yeah, I've got a few things that are on order from that provider, and they're late. I did not know that, but that does not surprise me. But considering that some of this has been ordered for well over a month, I have little little sympathy. But like, okay, this tree just suddenly appeared. If that tree was the type of tree it looks like it is, can you guys guess how long that tree takes to grow to that size? Stairs.
Howdy. You finally gonna stop being chicken and ask my ma? When you do decide you're...
Well, some of it just got shipped. I literally just got a ping from the email. Yeah, being where I am, I can't avoid it as much as I'd like to. Yeah, some of you guys are in areas with actual options for retail, not just well, you got Walmart. Yeah, well, to be honest on that one, his predecessor started that program and started it before. Yeah, me too. None of this mucking around with having to, have a forge and sizing.
Arm yourself with the weapon of fashion. Let Sandrock's very own Pablo.
Weapon of fashion. I've known people who have weaponized that, yes.
Fresh Yakmel milk, and here a tall tale.
Let's see, I am level 52. And I'm supposed to be 55 or 56 at this point in the game. I am running behind myself. Well, the tree up there looks greener. Okay, let's put this meerkat statue out real quick. Let's hold on to it. Got other places to go. Go down here and kill more of this stuff and see if that helps get me some XP. Hey! If it was bottle caps, I could handle that. I'm proposing we have a new currency that's floppy disks. How about if I paint it red? Will it go faster?
I have more discs than I care to admit of multiple kinds. Last count, I have a couple of hundred for Mac Plus. Including programs that I really wish I could find. The version they had then. Because they worked better than the modern versions. Alright, let's fight my way. No, wasn't planning on it. I'm just afraid if I made tequila for Sandrockers, well, yeah.
Cutscene.
Hey! Oh, everything looks truly wonderful. I never imagined our town being so beautiful again. Thank you all for certainly. You all know that as well as anyone. Well, I thank you for your modesty. I hope after this you'll have a bit of time to rest. To stop and smell the roses, so to speak.
Nice! Then, our work is done! And it's time to disband Operation Flowergate once and for all.
No way. Plan till I die, Minister Burgie Boy. Plan till I die.
Oh, I mean, sure. We'll come up with some new organization when the need comes, but I think we've flowered this town up as far as it'll go.
I hate to admit, you might be right.
You know, the new landscaping does call for constant upkeeping.
Which is a further drain on the government coffers. This is why we need less landscaping.
Ah!
We've gotta be prepared. Emergency meeting at the Flower Cave.
Okay.
Those two? Glad they're on our side.
I'm not sure they are.
Me too. You know, I'm just real glad the whole plan went off without a hitch. Not so surprising considering all the wonderful people that worked on this. Coming from Highwind, I'm really surprised at the concentration of talented people in this town. And look at you! You've really shaped up into quite the Sandrock legend. Although, maybe I should have seen it coming. Even when we were kids, you'd be so reliable. Remember when we used to snag honey out of beehives? If you didn't always stand watch for the bee swarm, our faces might look a bit different right now. Oh, really?
Well, everyone gets their start somewhere.
I kind of get the feeling as well. Well, to be fair, there's nothing in the rulebook that says you can't have two homes, as far as I'm concerned. Hey, is it me, or is Big Tree on Mount Roxand looking?
See, what did I say?
Mama Tree! Let's head over and check it out.
Well, thankfully
Well,
they've got a magic
Bottle,
water making
we've done
machine, so.
Oh, if you could see our boy now.
Hey, Pa. Looks like others also noticed.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Mort. How goes the life of death? You're not speaking in all capitals today?
Woohoo!
Now, everyone
You
remember
saved
to
the
water
tree.
the tree.
Looks just like it did 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
A scientific miracle! A miracle performed by us! and natural healing processes, etc.
I'm not even sure anymore.
I know. You worked very hard to make this happen. You didn't have to, but I am eternally grateful.
Being here with you guys for so long, this became our struggle too.
Wow, I'd forgotten what this view could look like.
My ma used to take me up here from time to time. After her disappearance, this tree died, and I never wanted to come up here again. But
Martel would have been very proud of what you accomplished, Zeke. Nearly 70 years of history has all led to this.
This
Yes,
is only the
but you
beginning.
not having kids
We
with
made
the
Sandrock
genetic
green
line
again. We can do anything.
Hey, Pa. Come look at this. Pa? Pa! Pa, are you all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. The journey up here seems to have really taken it out of me.
Yep, he's okay. Just old guy. Nap time.
Glad you're all right.
Why wouldn't I be? I'm still fit as a fiddle.
Brr, do you all feel that? Suddenly got a bit nippy up here.
A wind blows. A gentle wind that once would have prophesied ruin now soothes me.
Hey, that's... Got caught in the leaves. Could have gone straight through. It's Ma's letter from your scrapbook. The one that got blown off in the sandstorm. For it to end up all the way up here.
Yeah. For it to end up all the way out here right this moment. You know, it's like it was scripted or something.
Pa, we can put it back when we get home. Open it up when Ma comes back. Like you said.
No, it's time. I've known for some time now. Oh. Ah. She wanted me to take you, Zeke, and ride down to High Wind.
What?
If you're reading this letter, I bet my life on Sandrock and lost. I failed Akil. I failed Theo. I failed Sandrock. And worst of all, I failed you, Mort.
She has failed death. I'm not sure how you failed death, but you know, she has failed death.
We've lost too many good people, and now there are none left. But our story doesn't have to end like this. Take Zeke east. Find a new life. Survive. I haven't lost everything if I know that you've made it. I can rest easy knowing you're safe. So, please, don't throw your life away chasing this foolish woman's foolish dream. Let Sandrock go.
You never opened it?
No. He should have. Guess he did. Oh well. Moving on.
Would you have gone? If you'd known?
Yes.
Would have.
Yep, he would have. Oh well. Sandrock changed because he was too lazy to open the envelope.
I came here a traveler, like everyone back then. I only stayed because of her. She inspired many of us. Her dream became our dream.
Hey, don't waste the sandwich.
And I loved her more than life itself. I would have done anything. I did. When she disappeared, I couldn't believe it. Why would I? She spent months in that desert every year. I believed she would return, so... No, I did not read the letter. You carried the torch for her, Trudy, without question, and nearly met the same fate.
Oh.
Hey. Ma's spirit was stronger than her body could ever be. She gave us hope when there was none. Her memory kept us all alive, kept us fighting. There was only one thing she loved more than Sandrock. It was you and me, Pa.
You all were right. It is quite a view.
The wind's picking up. Come on, Mort. Let's get you down the mountain before you catch a cold.
If it's all right, I'd like to stay a little longer.
I've got him. You all go on ahead.
All right. Maybe better give him some space.
Don't stay up here too long, all right?
Look at us. A couple of old fools.
Pretty good. For a couple of fools.
Her dream. It came true after all.
All because of one stubborn old man.
Hey, you think that was Martel's spirit who sent Mort the letter just now?
It's nice knowing that someone like Martel's up there watching over us. Things are not always as they seem. That's a lesson we learn time and time again in Sandrock. In my book, both Mort and Martel are both heroes, more than ever. Everyone will want to know the truth. But for now, let's just give them some peace. Good. Now, let's all get back to our greener Sandrock.
Thank you.
I'm
About
here to
what we
discuss
talked
that
about
too.
yesterday.
I want to see what the builder
Look,
thinks as well.
there's the builder. Come join us. Mia needs your help.
Well, you know how I've been helping out at the moisture farm. But with the greenification of Sandrock almost complete, I'm going to have more free time. So, I was thinking, maybe it's time for me to start something of my own. I want to settle down in Sandrock, just like you have. But I'm still not sure what that something should be. Mian told me to follow my dreams and do what my heart desires. You know, I've always had a passion for tending to various plants in the garden since I was a kid. So... that's an interesting idea, but it might take time. Ooh, I could open a shop! But what would I sell? Gardening tools?
That's perfect. And you could also sell flowers. You know, I've always wanted to be a shop owner too. When I was a kid, I used to dream of opening a bakery or a florist shop. Funny how life turned out. I became a builder like the rest of my family. While I might not be skilled at growing plants, I love having them to decorate my house. I'm sure there are more people like me in Sandrock, and we don't have a store catering to that yet. So I think that's a brilliant idea.
I see. Selling flowers makes sense. It's easier than dealing with just gardening tools, which I have to import and find storage space for. But with flowers, I can grow them myself. Perhaps Zeke would even let me use a plot in his moisture farm. But how can I afford to rent a shop? I know I could ask my family for support as a last resort, but I'd prefer to... You're right. Let's focus on finding a suitable location first. Unfortunately, it seems there's no space available on the main street. And if we set up too far from the town center, it might be inconvenient for people, especially if they want to buy those.
I have a balcony in front of my workshop that's currently free to use, but it's not big enough for a whole shop.
What if we just set up a flower display rack there?
Ah, a display rack with a canopy. It'll look lovely on my balcony and provide some extra shopping space. By the way, I still have some extra funds left after donating to the Sandrock School, so I thought you could have it. You know, it's like an investment.
Thank you. But if I don't need to rent a storefront, I have enough saved for a flower store.
But it's just that I'd really love to be a part of this. I mean, I told you I dreamed of opening a shop when I was a kid, and I wasn't joking. I just never got the chance. That's why I want to invest in the business. I thought you could use some extra golds to order different flowers from other places
folks, I guess
and attract more
I
customers.
bumped the mute. I've been talking for a while.
And
yeah.
I could help you with whatever you need help with. I kind of wish to run the business with you. Is that a possibility?
The more complicated the life of this builder gets, the funnier things are sometimes.
Ah, I see. Of course. I'd love to be business partners with you, Mian. It would be a dream come true for both of us.
Really? Thank you so much, Nia. Just tell me what you need me to do. While I may not be an expert in planting, I'll try my best. I'll even ask Zeke to teach me some techniques.
That's all right. We'll figure out the planting part together. First, let's come up with a name for our business. Even if it's just a few racks, it's our special place. Any ideas? I thought so too. I want the name to represent both of us in—
but Neon...
How about we put your name first? We could call it Minnie. Because it's small and cute. Plus, people will immediately know it belongs to you and me.
That's brilliant! I love it! How about Mini Botanica? It reflects that we sell not only—
It's settled then. Let's name it Mini Botanica. We have a name and a location. Now I need to prepare some flowers for sale. And of course, the flower display rack. Anything you can help with?
Oh, that would be so special. I'll help with growing the flowers.
Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. Okay, I'll design a recipe for—
And I'll ask around and see what people want to buy.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help. We'll say
goodbye. See you soon.
Okay, well, I guess it's not in the game, huh?
Greetings, Master.
Get back to work. Uh-oh. I'm afraid of what that is. Ooh, hey, money. There are lots of blue arrows. Let's go find out what the blue arrows mean.
Howdy.
Yeah, you know.
game developers who have not heard of the Jane's Manual, tend to be how should I put this? Shorten the longevity?
I've been in contact with the Alliance Council, and I just can't in good faith recommend anything other than the full extent of the law. Transfer. You betrayed us, and have shown no sign of remorse. I will contact the authorities and...
I accept all punishment, Trudy.
Then, I will keep you informed of the data.
Bye-bye.
I just can't understand it.
It's no excuse, but I did what I believed was right.
But this town, everyone living here, after all you did for us, everything you said in your sermons, you kept us safe, your guidance. I thought...
I truly do.
Please, don't give me that.
No. I was not used. I was betrayed. My actions were my own, and I am no one's puppet. I will face all the consequences with dignity.
Well, thank you for your cooperation.
You said that the water was a cover for their true intentions. I have been taken for a fool. This I realize now more than ever. I truly thought Duvos wanted the same thing as me. That they were on the right side of history. But their actions do not correlate to the proclamations they gave me. Recently, I have been grasping at something, anything, that would validate my actions since I have been in Sandrock. The more I searched, the more I came to only one truth. There was nothing. My handlers were simply telling me what they wanted me to believe. I must have been simply a diversion. If I could have pushed everyone out of Sandrock, then Duvos could excavate the ruins in secrecy. My arrest threw a proverbial wrench into the works, and it appears to have pushed their hand. I was then left to rot. They never cared about me. They never cared about my ideals. I was a fool. When I was of age, I left to study in Madi. My family were believers in the light, and I dreamed of spreading the word. I always feared the day of calamity. Feared the light being extinguished once more. I quickly befriended Matilda. She was older than me, working as a tutor in the guided study sessions. I remember when I first met her, when I attended her session the first time. She was helping a group of students with their questions on faith. She was kind, understanding. Whenever I disagreed with the doctrine of the church, she listened. Later, I started to feel that the teachings were not enough. The Church of the Light has an unwavering trust in people above all else. It's the individual people that got the human race through the age of darkness. This is why you see Sandrock being somewhat loose with Age of Corruption technology. I am somewhat more pessimistic about human nature. Allowing humans freedom to pursue their vanities is what led to the Day of Calamity. Those around me in the church did not take the teaching seriously. Even the deacon. It was as if they had forgotten the sins of our forefathers. During my studies, I became depressed. I drifted further from the teachings, became isolated, and found myself more radical. Then, an agent from Duvos made contact. The things they told me, that Duvos would regulate technology.
Yeah.
Everything I heard aligned with my beliefs. They wanted structure. They wanted to ensure no one else ever lost their lives. They wanted to ensure the safety of humanity. I see now in retrospect, Matilda used my grief against me. She was conditioning me. She must have told an agent of my wavering faith and guided their hand from the background. While I was studying at Lady, my town was destroyed. Thus, I am a child of the lost city. Our existence was always a delicate balance. Being a town skirting the border of the peripheries, we were aware of the dangers, but largely went unbothered. As I went to study in Lady, I bid my hometown farewell, though kept in regular contact. It may surprise you that I took part in many of the onboarding activities and was a strong advocate for the church school. It seems strange to reflect on that now. During my studies, DOS was attacked by a creature from the peripheries. It happened overnight, without warning. Everyone in town was killed. My parents, my brother. You cannot imagine it. Our entire town destroyed by a monster in the blink of an eye. Just thinking about what my people went through. When the news was announced at school, I felt everyone's eyes on me. They were fixed, filled with an empty pity. I fell into a trance, simply glided through the halls, unable to process what had happened. I needed to talk, to confront it. Where were the Rangers or the Civil Corps? How did we not see it coming? How could the Alliance let this happen? The questions burned into my mind. I sought answers, but people avoided me, said I was too intense. Within a week,
I know this feeling.
People were laughing again, enjoying themselves. They'd all forgotten already. Countless lives lost, yet they returned to their lives again as if nothing had happened. Everyone simply avoided me further, except for Matilda. She listened. I fell into the darkness. I sunk into the questions that were burning on my tongue. How could the Alliance let this happen? How are we allowing the sins of our forefathers leave us in ruin? How could the Free City simply abandon us? I expected a rescue. I expected the Rangers to search and destroy that monster from the peripheries, but no. They saw it as a lost cause and moved on. My family were not even buried. They were left there for the wilds to consume. It was then that my heart was blackened to the Alliance, that my thoughts started to drift. I was vulnerable. I was lost. I was found by Matilda and led astray. She would encourage me to think independently, to question myself. She said my fears were valid, that I was a fiercely independent thinker. And while she did not agree with me, she valued my beliefs. I now believe she was taking note of my doubts, and behind closed doors crafting a narrative that reciprocated my beliefs. A narrative she then passed on to handlers. It was no mere coincidence that I was sold a beautiful vision of Duva. I should have seen this sooner, but I was blinded by their words. It answered all of my questions. Quite. It is no surprise she managed to operate under our noses this whole time. All that I believed was Duvo's ideals were simply my own being reflected back to me. In that light, what I have done to Sandrock is unforgivable. It is only now that the blinds have been pulled back. I must face my actions head-on. I still believe that we as a species need to control our desires to pursue unfettered technology. DOS must not happen again. However, that does not excuse what I did. I have wronged the people of this town and the Free Cities. I must accept penance for my actions. I must take this as a time for personal growth.
I'm gonna say this. I understand what he's saying, but I think, okay, if it was a monster from the periphery, maybe you need better tech and, at least tripwires and observation and warning? If not better tech on how to kill the thing before it decides to eat you.
Thank you for coming to see me all this time.
Okay, so we got Tree and we've got Miguel. Let's go to Miguel, we'll go to Tree. Or sorry, not Miguel, Pablo.
Darling, you're here. Oh, you've forgotten what we talked about. No matter. I guarantee when you see them, you'll remember these.
Yeah.
I designed 2 sets of clothing, some formal wear and swimwear. I've made more than 10 sets for each design. The scene, a rapidly changing scene. Blooming flowers, celebrations all around. The people, still dressed in their boring clothes. We need some aesthetics. We lack diversity. We need a breath of new, fashionable. I never thought this day would come, but I finally think the time is right. I am going to put these on the catwalk. Yes, a fashion show. As I was drawing them, I could picture it. The lights, the gasping faces, the stunt. It will be a 2-day affair, each day focusing on one series. This was, I am hesitant to admit, in fact Trudy's idea. She was more than supportive and believed one day to simply be now, what else is first of all, clothing production. I am but the designer. I do not possess the skill to create these magnificent pieces. Ha! I can see your expression. No, I do not need you to make them. I have already asked Phoebe, and she has agreed to work with me. Now, the issue of the venue. Trudy believes that the show could bring in tourists and offered to host it outside the city hall. But the construction of the stage will be your piece de resistance. With Trudy's support, honestly, this is Heidi's already made a diagram for you. You just need to make it, and you're quite the go-getter, aren't you? Well,
Money.
I just have to prepare the clothes,
money.
organize the order of the show. Then, when you have built the stage, please give it to me. Believe me, Sandrock will soon be the cause.
That's fine. Give me money. I level up by doing all this. This is how I get XP other than killing stuff. Because, well, see? I have gained experience, but I need a lot more. And the best way to do this is, well, quests.
Oh, didn't expect to run into you here. Came to enjoy the view? 3, 2, 1. Staring contest! Oh, I can never beat you. Anyway, I'm here to collect some samples. Look at this. Now that the mama tree is back to life, other plants are thriving around it. Life truly begets life.
Indeed.
I know we're joking around just now, but you're right. It really is a beautiful sight.
Do you see all the sparkles coming around? I think there's something infectious in this area.
When trees reach a certain age, they start being a life support system for various other life forms in the ecosystem. Each has its own preferences and requirements. But even with that, they grow together, like a family. I need to collect some specimens so I can really get into the nitty-gritty of how they're growing. But I kinda forgot to bring my climbing gear. Can you give me a boost? I just need to ascend a bit and collect some plant samples from up there. You're the best. Back in Highwind, I took a field research course, and loads of it was climbing into these crazy places to collect samples. Collecting samples isn't as easy as just taking a handful and moving on. You need to be careful you maintain their structure and integrity. Nature is delicate, you know. Don't worry. Look, I'll climb up from right. I see it. Oh, just a little further. That's it. Oh, just a little more.
And now after my shoulders heal,
Just
can you
now,
rip the tendons out of both of them?
Did you... I have something I want to say. Since we've been young, when you left Highwind, I know that visit was only 3 days, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. Every day, as time went on, I focused on my studies, but that feeling never left. I kept walking past the train station, imagining myself leaping onto the next train. When Professor Law and I got the invitation to come to Sandrock, I felt like I was walking into a daydream. That feeling has now been replaced by the shiver of excitement. In all this time, I think I always have. But now, it see you feel the same way? Really? You feel the same? Then we're not just best friends. I love you. Today is my luck anyway. I'm going to go to the moisture farm to process these samples. Bye-bye.
Yeah, half the single women in this town now want to. Yeah. I don't know how I should feel about this, but well. I won't go quite that capitalist, but, you know, close enough. I don't know, there's lots of games with cliff jumping like this. Hell, OG Tomb Raider had that. You just had to know how to do it. You had to also understand that you could break the game doing that very easily. Okay, let's see here. I need 6 poplar boards. And I need more petrified wood. I live close to a train that does similar. It's just not quite as noticeable on stream because it's earlier in the morning. But yes, I live just uphill from such a train. And if you understand the physics of sound, living just uphill in a straight line from a train that goes up a valley, yeah. See, I've gone up a little bit, but, you know, it takes a lot to get up levels once you get to this point in the game. And I need to get food for these guys. Ah, yeah, food's almost ready for them. Sandrock is faring well. I'm going to get off here soon. I'm just trying to wrap up the day and keep getting caught up in things. Oh. Because, well, I have a major other project to work on for folks. Oh, which Grimos will appreciate, as well some others on here. No, it is not painting. It is actually things for my ongoing campaign. Wait a minute. I just harvested a hell of a lot of potatoes. Guess I didn't get any, though. Oh well, that means tomorrow I have to go buy potatoes. This is a Mech Warrior campaign. Okay, folks. Well, since I am, well, almost half an hour over time, I think it's a good time for me to start cutting things off. Anyway, everybody please remember, be nice to each other. Try to be nice to somebody, even when you really don't want to. I know this is a hard thing, especially for people like me. Yeah. Be nice to each other. Try to do good things. And I'll see you either Thursday night or later this or some other time soon. I will be here next week. Anybody who's interested in Battletech campaign, you know how to DM me. I am always looking for new players. Grimos and some of the others can attest. I make things really interesting. Until then, folks, have a good one.